How you doing, guys? Dragonland here. I'm in my machine shop, and real fast I'm going to show you how I rebuild these motors. It's called the Rebuild Your Own Motor. Okay, this one just came in yesterday. See, it's all taken apart. It's all cleaned up already. First thing we do is glass bead everything. We check the cases. We check the seats. We check everything, and then tell the customer what he really needs. Okay? So real fast, I'm going to give you a crash course on how I rebuild these motors. Okay? So anyway, to rebuild your own motor, we do rebuilt rods, all new bearings on the lower end, glass bead everything. See, I put all the screws in there when we're glass beading, so the glass beads don't cake up the threads, and then you can, when you get it back, you can't put the screws in. So everything gets screws in first, and then we glass bead everything. We balance the flywheels. I'm going to show you how I bore out the cylinders. You get cast pistons, Hastings rings, 54 turns and roller bearing, 3-hole crank pin. We balance the flywheels. Okay, guys, follow me. I'll show you what we do first. After everything's cleaned up, I like to work on the heads first. And if it needs seats, this machine here cuts the brass seats out. See what I do? I bolt that up, and these flutes here I have cut 3 to 4 thousandths smaller than the seat that I'm going to put in. That makes the interference press fit. See, and then this here would go underneath. And the valve guide has to be in there, and this pilot here locates off the valve guide hole. See? And then we lock the table, and you know, we push the flutes down. I put the digital readout on, and it shows me how deep I'm going to go. Right? It's 320 thousandths deep. Okay, then I take it off. We put it in another fixture, which is right over there, and we pound the seat in. But I heat up the head first so it expands the aluminum. It's got a 3 to 4 thousandths interference press fit. Okay, so after that's done, the seat's in. Okay, we come over here to this machine here, and we take the old valve guide's got to come out. Okay, this is normally how I do it. See, we take this little piece of pipe there. Here, we take the punch. It normally takes about 2 tons to push the guides out. Yeah, there's the gauge right here. See, 3,000 pounds to push the guide out. And then we press a new one in by reversing this. Okay, so let's say the new guide is in now. The next step we do is we hone out the valve guide and fit the valve to the guide. See, this machine here hones out the valve guide. And we just keep going back and forth, nice and easy. And we take the valve, and then we hone it out until it fits. See, just like that. Okay, after that's done, it's ready for the valve job. Okay, all my stones are cut 30, 45, 60 degrees. This is the 3/8 pilot. Okay, we're going to take the 1 3/4 stone. See, we go like that. It's all air operated. Okay? And we just cut it until there's a pattern going all the way around. That's the 45 degrees. And then we do 60, we do 45, 30, and 60 degree cuts. Okay? Now after that's done, then we set the new valves in there and give them Teflon seals. We check the spring tension. We set the springs at 175 pounds valve to seat pressure. Right? Okay, so that takes care of the head. Okay, let's back up here a little bit. Okay, next we're going to bore out the cylinders. Okay, so I put on the phase converter. Yeah, this is already set. This sets the dial indicator. Hey, you come on this side, you can see it's at 0. See that? And that'll show me when it's 10 thousandths is honed out of the cylinder. Okay, now we just take the cylinder and we put it on the honing machine. This is a pan head cylinder. If the cylinder has to be bored out more than 10,000ths of an inch, I use my boring bar. But when it only has to go 10,000ths, we use the honing machine. Okay, just like this. We tighten that, put the bolts on, like that. Tighten these up a little bit. Put the machine on, push the button, put it in lock, and now it'll go back and forth by itself. See that? And now to see how much is coming out, we use the dial indicator. See that? Just like that. And that'll show me when it'll get to 10,000ths. Bigger. Okay, so that takes care of the cylinder. Okay, you guys having fun yet? Okay, next we got to rebuild the connecting rods. Okay, let me show you how we do that. Okay, after the bushings are put in, the races are put in, these are dial indicators, and this will show me how much metal is coming out of the 3 rod races. See, I just push the button like this, I go back and forth, see, like that, and to see how much is coming out, we go right to the dial indicator. So that takes care of the lower race, right? Okay, now the bushing, we change the mandrel, and it's a different size, and this is to check the bushing. You see that? See the dial indicator? And we just keep going back and forth until it reaches the measurement that I want. Then we set it up with a 3-hole crank pin, 3 holes, 1, 2, 3, because there are 3 sets of roller bearings, 54 Torrington roller bearings, and I bring it to the workbench. After the flywheels are balanced, I put the flywheels together, and then we true it and assemble it. Okay, let me show you how I balance the flywheels. Follow me. Okay, these are already balanced. See, I drill holes there. And let me show you what we do. Okay, we put it on the lathe here. It's got 2 centers. Okay, all the weights are on here. 28 grams to an ounce. So we weigh the, everything that revolves on the flywheels has to go on a gram scale, you know, and weigh everything. And then we take the weight and put the washers on there and make it the same weight as the crank pin, the rods, and the pistons, rings, pins, and locks. Okay, then we go north and south. See that? Okay, that's north. Hey, look at that. Didn't even move. And this is south. Hey, look at that. That's a perfect balancing job. 58%. Okay, so now the flywheels are balanced. If the guy wants the flywheel shaved, we take up to 3 pounds of weight off the flywheels. And this way, when you give it the gas, you'll get faster RPM. Okay, guys. Then the whole lower ring gets put together. The pistons are sent into cylinders. The heads are put together with the valves, springs, retainers, and new seals. Everything put in the boxes. We give you a top-end gasket set, and it goes right back to you in about a week. You can't beat it. For any prices, what we do, just give us a call, 719-683-2200. I hope you guys learned a lot. It only takes me less than 6 hours to rebuild the motor. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.